by graphing. We're going to graph with Desmos. But we need to not just use the regular Desmos, we need to use Desmos Texas. And so come on, Google. And so we need to get this one that says Testing Texas Graphing. This is the Desmos that we need to use because in May, you will be taking, as of now, you're scheduled to take the STAR test for Algebra 1 in May, and this is the version of Desmos you're going to use. Does your version say Texas at the top? Shake your head, yes or no. When you're in Desmos, do you see the word Texas? That's the one that we need to use, and you need to click on the star over here to save it in your bookmarks. And so that's the Desmos screen that we are going to be using to solve by graphing. This is the system that we're going to solve using graphing. Why is it a system? Do you see two equations? And do you see that they are both solved for y? What is the y-intercept for this equation? Where is this equation? Do you recognize it as y equals mx plus b form? Where is this equation going to cross the y-axis? Where is this equation going to cross the y-axis? And so then on our computer, in Desmos, you don't have to type the y equals part. You can, but you don't have to. -2 divided by 5x. But you see, if I type it like that, where did it put the x? Do I want the x in the denominator? Backspace. I'm going to right arrow so the x is not underneath the division. Is that the line, and does it go? Oh, there was something I needed to set. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, and so the other line is 2 divided by 5, right arrow x plus 6. Do you see the two lines? What is it we're looking for when we solve a system? We're looking for the intersection point. Can you see the intersection point? Now, do you notice that this counts by 2's and has all these other little lines in there? I don't like that setup. So over here, do you see where it has the monkey wrench? I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to take off this check that says minor grid lines. And down here where it says step, I'm going to put in a 1. And down here I'm going to put in a 1. And now my graph here is going to count by 1s. So, and if you want the lines to show up a little bit darker, you can click on projector mode or not, whichever you prefer. So, are your settings like this? And so, now I need to go back over to my equations because I don't have the right answer. Do you know why I don't have the right answer? Did I type my equations in correctly? This was the equation that I wanted to type in. So I wanted to type in -2 over 5x plus 2 and positive 2 over 5x plus 6. So I need to double check when I type my answers in to make sure I've typed them in correctly. If you type them in incorrectly, you'll get an incorrect answer. And what I'm looking for is my intersection point. And if you type in the point, do you see it makes the dot right there at the intersection point? So you got that on your screen. If you want to change the colors for some reason, if you click on this gear right here, you can change the colors to different colors if you want to have different colors. The gear right here changes the colors. But we have, where was the intersection point? Where was it? Where was the intersection point? Answer me. 4. Thank you. And that is the intersection point. Now, when our computer is working in a little bit, you will be able to access your document in Kami, and you will put the intersection point on your graph using Kami, and you will put the x-intercept, that's the first x-intercept, and you will draw the line using Kami. And you will put the other x-intercept, and you will draw the line using Kami, and you will show where the intersection point is in a little bit when they get Schoology working. Right now, Schoology is not working. Okay. The next example. Negative 1, that's not a negative, that's positive 1/2 x minus 2 and negative 2x plus 3. It's already in y equals mx plus b form. So we just have to come over here and type 1/2 right arrow x minus 2 negative 2x plus 3. And we are looking for the intersection point. The intersection point, this point right here, is the solution. And so on my paper, I write down the solution. In a little bit, when you get your Kami working, you put the first y-intercept on your graph and the intersection point, and you're going to draw the line. But you're going to do it in Kami using your drawing tools. And you put the y-intercept on there, and you're going to draw the line, and you're going to have the graph in Kami. Here is our next equation. Y equals negative 4 over 3x plus 2. Y equals negative 4 over 3x plus 6. So what happens when I graph that? Negative 4 divided by 3, right arrow x plus 2. Negative 4 divided by 3, x plus 6. Is there an intersection point? Why isn't there an intersection point? Do you have an intersection point when there's a parallel line? So what do I write over here on my paper? And this is going to have an intersection point, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And so I will have parallel lines on my assignment. But what about this one?